Today I'm going to talk about my quote-unquote false memories that I believed were real as a kid, but now I'm very skeptical about them. Also, I just want to get into something, I just want to mention something before I start talking about this, is that I don't believe in ghosts. I'm a skeptic. But as a kid, I did believe in ghosts. Okay, let's start. The first false memory I had was when I was about 4, 5, I guess. I was definitely in kindergarten. So 4, 5. Yeah, that would be right. Because I felt like I was pretty young. The other memory, I was 11. So it would make sense that was... Okay, why would that make sense? I don't know. Okay. Now, in this first memory, where I was 4, it was nighttime, and I was just standing in the living room, just staring at the light switch. I don't know why I was doing that. I was just standing there and also looking at the door. And then my mom grabbed me and took me outside. And outside, I just saw my grandpa with what were they called, those things? I forgot. These fire extinguisher. There, yes, that's it. That's exactly what it's called. Okay, and he was fighting off ghosts. Yeah. You can see why I don't believe that anymore, that happened. And my mom took my hand and we went down the path of my house. So my house is like this. My house is in the middle. There's a little path going left and right. And to the right, there's our sauna. And to the left, there's our garage. So we don't live in an apartment. And my mom took my hand and we went to the sauna and went inside and sat there. I guess we were hiding. And so I believed this was real up until, I guess, age 16. So up until recently, I believed that was real. And then I asked my mom about that, and she said she had no memory of that. She didn't know what I was talking about. So that's really the point where I just started questioning that, because it felt so real. I remember it so well. Only real weird thing was that there were ghosts, and that's it. There was nothing else that was weird. Not like a dream, because you know how dreams are. It just don't make sense. Like you're in a grocery store and your teacher's there or something, and it really doesn't make sense. But this made sense to me. This made sense. So I'm very confused about that. Maybe it is somewhat real. Like maybe the first part is real, where I was just staring at the light switch, and the rest was just my imagination. Because as a kid, I had a pretty big imagination. And the other one was, yes, at age 11, as I said before, where I was in my mom's room on the second floor. And my mom has these little elephant figurines. She was really into elephants when I was in kindergarten. She's not into them anymore. But she had a bunch on the windowsill, and I was just playing with them. And one second I'm just playing with them, and the next second one elephant just starts getting up and dancing around, and oh, that that scared me so much that I was terrified. Okay, my voice cracked there. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to get teary-eyed because that is something, I guess, that somewhat traumatized me. Not really traumatized me, but what would be the word? Like, petrified me, I guess. Then I just ran into the next room, which was the computer room when I was a kid. So I just took my jacket and cried into it on the bed. This was when everyone was asleep, I'm pretty sure. My parents weren't there at the time. My grandparents were in the other room, just sleeping, and I was just crying into my jacket there alone. I'm terrified. And then later, when my grandparents were awake, maybe they weren't asleep. Maybe they weren't asleep and they were awake. They were just downstairs. And then I told my grandma, and she said, "You shouldn't have been playing with the elephants then. And maybe he got mad at you that you broke his leg." Because that was exactly the elephant that I had broken the leg of before. And wow, and I was terrified of those elephants. I did not play with them anymore at all. And now, yeah, I don't believe that actually happened. But everything else I believe, except for the elephant part. I don't know how I imagined that, because that definitely happened. That felt too real, because that only happened 6 years ago, so it's very believable. Because the one that happened at age 4, that, yes, it was so long ago, it would make sense that I would forget it, or I would just alter a memory. No, kids are kids. They probably do that. Imagine something happening, because I always stared at the fire extinguisher and thought it was so cool, and it's plausible I just made that stuff up, and when I got older I just believed it was real because of how... Okay, enough of that. I don't know if they're real or if they're not real. I could probably ask my grandma if that happened with the elephant, and then I'd get some confirmation, because I definitely believe that part of me crying my eyes out happened, because I definitely remember doing that in clear detail. But the elephant dancing around, yeah, I've been stumped about that for years. I've just been stumped. At age 13, I was very confused about that. I did believe in ghosts at age 13, so I guess that's why I was stumped. But then, just when I got older, I just completely stopped believing in ghosts. So I just didn't think that was real. But now again, I just don't know. No, that's why I just called them quote-unquote false memories. Because that's what they are. False memories that can't be proven wrong or right. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little weird video of mine. And I hope you actually found it a bit interesting. And do let me know if you've ever had one of these quote-unquote false memories that you just don't know if they're real or if they're fake, that your little child brain imagined when you were little. Okay, enough of that. That sounded stupid. I'm sorry. Okay, bye.